She can fly now? God. So essentially what they're saying is that they're making a bunch of crap up that they don't know how to explain. Pretty much. Yo, you guys. This is Blacklist of the Abyss, and you just watched my new intro. You are going to be watching my new outro soon, but right now you're watching my review for Kill La Kill episode 10, and this was not a good episode. I didn't care for it at all. Just was not good. I mean, the first time I watched it, I stopped caring halfway through. I barely made it through. I had to watch it again, and even then, I still had trouble making it through. This episode was not good. It's the worst episode Kill La Kill's had yet. It starts off with that Hoka flashback, and which was actually kind of cool. It's one of the better moments of the episode. He hacks into the Revox Corporation, which is owned by the Kiryuin family, and they find him in like 2 seconds. It's really, really quick. And because what he didn't just hack in, he messed with things so that their stock prices plummeted, which is not good. So they found him quickly, and they shot at him once or twice too. And Satsuki ends up showing up and gives him an admission form for Honoji Academy. It says, you know, instead of using your talents to change the virtual world, you can change the real world. You know, and that's when the flashback ends. And this was the start of stuff that just was not good. All right. The comedy with Ira and Mako and later on Hoka was like the only positive part of the rest. Yeah, one of two. There were two positive moments in the rest of this episode, and this was one of them. The comedy with those three. And there was actually a moment right after this where Sanagayama, he mentioned that Nonon Jakuzure was having doubts about Satsuki. That ends up coming up a couple times, so I guess that's kind of important. I mean, Nonon's probably going to end up being similar to that girl who made the traps, who thought that she was going to surpass Satsuki, and she stole some Ketsu and stuff. She's probably going to not end up exactly like her, but Jakuzure, her opinion of herself is too high. She thinks she's too close to Satsuki. By close, I don't mean like close friends. I mean close as in Satsuki's all the way up here, but she thinks she's like right here, like right next to her, right underneath her. You know, she thinks too highly of herself, and that's gonna come back to bite her later on. But after that, this crap fight begins, and it was just that. It was crap. The choreography was even worse than last week. Not good at all. At one point, Hoka Inamuto does his optical camouflage crap, but it gets beaten in like a minute or two. And after that he just gives up. So this whole fight was lame. Hoka they try to let him save face by letting him say, "Oh well, by not letting you destroy my uniform, I saved my data." But that doesn't change the fact that he was about to get his butt. He did get his butt kicked. He was about to get it kicked even worse. It doesn't change anything. And he still is a no-star uniform person now, no-star student. He still lost his uniform. So, you know, it was just lame. It was really lame. You know, the way Riko beat him was stupid too. So she got some stupid, convenient, random power-up, like she always does when she fights one of the foreign leads. It's always what happens. They make crap up to let her win. You know, it's getting pretty frustrating actually. But you know, this fight was just not good. It was so bad that Mako fell asleep watching it. She was fighting with Gamaguri to see who could cheer louder for their person, and she still fell asleep because the fight was just that boring. Alright? And then after that, Nonon with her god-awful voice, I swear, her voice just gets more and more annoying the more you hear it. It's awful. and she steps up because she thinks she's going to beat Ryuko. So Nagayama knows the truth that she's going to get her butt kicked, so he gets up to go prepare his uniform, which we see him in the preview activating, so we know that no one's going to lose. But for some reason, she thinks she's different than the others. And this is the point where I had stopped caring. Hoka, his fight was so bad that I literally didn't care for the rest of the episode because I knew that Nono was just going to get her butt kicked too. And like I said before, I stopped caring. I kind of just stopped paying attention. The second time around, I was able to pay a little bit more attention, but still, it's, oh god, not a good episode, you guys. No, Jakuzude, her Goku uniform is cool, I guess. She fights with sound and music notes and recorders and all this crap, all this music-related stuff. I think when she transformed, she absorbed all the drums and instruments from the students. So it's probably where she's getting her ammo from. But it turns out that not only can she do all that crap with sound, musical notes, and instruments and things like that with her uniform, she can actually fly too. And when she starts flying, she passes where Satsuki is. And this is again, she thinks that she's closer to Satsuki's level than she really is. You know, she's too cocky. You know, we get her flashback, and we learn that she was just as annoying back then as she was now. Even more so, actually. She's really freaking annoying. Her voice, her attitude, that cockiness that you don't know why she's that cocky because she sucks, but apparently she's cocky. She could beat a guy with a no-star uniform, sure, but someone with actual skill, she'd probably get her butt kicked. She can't beat Gamaguri, because the minute she starts shooting off that stuff, he just scourge Regalia her butt. Like, just, Jesus Christ. Hoka would go invisible. She'd just shoot everywhere. Okay, so she would actually probably beat him. But still, the point is that she's too cocky. That's the point. She's too cocky. She can do a little bit, but not enough to allow her to be that cocky. Okay. And her flashback was annoying too, just because she was in it. Satsuki was literally the only thing that made it bearable. The only thing. Okay? And after the flashback, she even briefly talks about how she's higher than Satsuki, which is a reference to how Satsuki said in the flashback that even when it comes to buildings, children will be able to look down on adults. You know, so she's referencing that and saying, you know, now she's higher than Satsuki, so she can look down on her. No, you can't. You can't, because you're not better than her. Right? And soon she's going to get a reality check, because just like Hoka, just like Gamaguri, she's going to be made to look like crap. Well, she already is a piece of crap, but she's going to be made to look like an even worse piece of crap by Ryuko and her book of 1,000 power-ups. All right, like that's exactly what's going to happen. This series is getting just as predictable as Bleach. Its fights are getting even worse than Bleach's. All right, that's pretty bad. You know, at this point, the only characters I like in the story, in the series, are Satsuki, Aikuru Mikisugi, and Tsumugu. That's it. That's it. I don't care about Ryuko. Alright, she's treating Satsuki and the others like they're villains, when from these flashbacks we already know Satsuki's not a villain, so she's just ignorant of the situation. And it's just all you can do is sit here and laugh at her because she keeps acting like Satsuki's evil when we've been knowing for a few episodes now that she's not. So now she just looks like an idiot because she's just ignorant of the situation. You know, Mako, she betrayed her character completely and then tried to go back to being old Mako again one episode later. That's not how writing. You can't write characters that way. That's stupid. That's not how things work. You can't write a character and then have them in one episode turn heel and turn to a bad guy, and then the very next episode turn back into a good guy. That's not. Imagine if something like wrestling was like that. Actually, you know, The Miz is exactly like that right now. Yeah, that's pretty bad too. The point is that there aren't any good characters in the series except for Mikisugi, Tsumugu, and Satsuki. And actually, speaking of those two, those two were the other good part of the episode. We see them talking to each other. Mikisugi calls Tsumugu, and he says that Senketsu is growing too quickly. It's evolving too quickly. And he says to assume the worst case scenario, which is probably what happened to that girl that Tsumugi was talking about a few episodes back. And it's probably going to happen to Ryuko too. And Tsumugi's probably going to show up and take care of her the same way he did before, which he needs to do because Ryuko's getting too full of herself because of her millions of power-ups. So she needs to be put in her place again. All right, she needs to. It just has to be done. All right, but other than that, the rest of the episode was just a fight. Shakuzude tries to destroy the ground Ryuko's under, and she does. And Ryuko's response to that is pretty much what happens is she sits down on the toilet. That's right. That's right. She sits down on the toilet, right? And while she's sitting there, she hears this weird sound. Okay. So she gets up and she looks down into the bowl and she finds this brand new power up there, right there waiting for her. So she picks it up, equips it, and then boom, Senketsu learns to fly. All right. That's pretty much what happened. All right. That's pretty much what happened. Okay. She says, Senketsu, you can do anything if you try. All right, that's what I said in my reaction. Okay, they're just making crap up now, and this is their excuse to do that. Make crap up and give Ryuko those tens of millions of power-ups. And yes, I do keep increasing the number every time. All right, just to hammer the fact home. All right, but that's it for the episode. It was a bad episode, really bad episode. All right, I'm giving this one a 4 out of 10. All right, it was not good. It really wasn't. Satsuki was cool in the flashback. It's good to see Mikisugi turn against Ryuko. And the foreshadowing of Nonon being a complete piece of crap and an idiot, thinking she is even close to Satsuki's level. Hoka's flashback was cool too, I guess, but everything else was complete and utter crap. So the episode is bad. All right, that's just how things are, you know. All right, a few weeks ago, maybe a little bit longer, I said that I thought that Kill la Kill was going to be the anime of the year and that it was going to beat out Attack on Titan. And clearly I was wrong, okay? I can admit that. I can admit when I was wrong, all right? The first 4 episodes of Kill la Kill, they have an amazing start. The 3rd episode is definitely better than all the first 3 episodes of all the first 3 episodes of Attack on Titan, Shingeki no Kyojin. But after the series started going downhill, actually, as soon as Riko started fighting against the 4 elites, Sanagayama. Okay, and after that, it's just been going down. It's just been going downhill. All right, the 4 elites don't really have any character development until their fights start. So you don't care about them at all, right? They have a brand, the title of 4 elites. That title has its brand. You know these guys are legit because they have that title, but the individual characters themselves have no development until their fights begin and you get their flashback. And by then it's too late. By then it's too late. And even then it's not that much character development. So, you know, these characters are being treated like complete crap. They really are. And it's not good, and this will not be the anime of the year. No way. Since this is Trigger, I guess it's possible for the second half to be better than the first, because personally, I like the second half of Gurren Lagann much better than the first half. But right now, it's not looking too good. Alright, Kill la Kill is not doing well right now. It's worse off than Bleach, okay, and that's pretty bad. Okay, but that's pretty much it for this episode. In the preview, like I said before, we see Sanagayama transform, so it gives away the fact that Jakuzure is going to lose, unless you assume that that's him warming his uniform up and not actually getting ready for combat with Ryuko. But other than that, that one girl shows up, Nui Harime. Maybe she's a little sister character or something. I don't know. Maybe she's Satsuki's little sister. Could be. They have different last names, but it's not uncommon, you know. It's not unheard of to have a different last name than a family member. So Maybe she's, I don't know. I don't even feel like thinking about Kill la Kill right now. I really don't. So I'm just gonna leave that hanging there for you guys. All right, Yui Harame next episode. Apparently she's a big deal. But yeah, that's it for now, you guys. This episode gets a 4 out of 10 because it was really bad. Just like Kill la Kill has been for the last few weeks, okay? But that's it, you guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.
わからないことばかりだけど